Alright, hello everyone. Today we have a very important announcement. Side Games for some reason did not really kind of advertise this in like a Paka Live or in any like patch notes or something like that, but we essentially got across the board buffs to every single reward here, and so I'm kind of doing them a favor and just announcing it also, right? Uma Poke will surely make a devs listen video or something like that, right? Because holy shit, Carat Buffs, guys, Carat Buffs. From 30 carats we get 75 carats. This is for our daily quests, right? Every day you do your dailies, this is the daily increase. We went from 30 to 75, 100 to 150, 1000 gold to 3600 gold, and 800 support points into 1750 support points. Very significant buffs over here. Login also got a buff, 110 to 150, 100 to 150, 1000 to 1500, and 300 to 500. So really significant buffs here across the board because these are our dailies. We also get our team trials buffed. So we have our promotion reward adjustment, our demotion reward adjustment, as well as our retention reward adjustment. This part here is probably the most significant one. Definitely do double check your class 6 because I was not able to maintain class 6 this time because I keep forgetting to go and upgrade them because I'm doing my groundwork farming. So yeah, this is going to be very important for you guys to consider now because we're getting more gems. The last one, which I don't have the numbers for yet, is going to be the club rewards, because now your circles, right, they're all getting their rewards adjusted by the end of the month, if I remember correctly. So I do not have the numbers yet, but when I do have those numbers, I will update it over here, right? So this is a very significant buff to all of our rewards over here, and it does keep us, I think, close to the JP income because we are getting the accelerated schedule. Our events as well as our CMs are coming much faster, so we're actually able to get quite a increased amount of gems from those. You don't have to win the CM every time. You're still getting gems no matter what you do in the CM, right? Even participating is just gems, so you're still technically getting gems faster, right? It's just that the schedule is very fast, so you may not have enough time to make a super strong horse or something like that, right? So yeah, this is really tough for people who are training for winning the CMs, but it's also kind of okay for people who just don't really care about it because they're just getting higher passive income from these CMs. Right, so this is still overall, I think, pushing us closer to the JP level of income, right? So I think that's a very good first step, right? Haha, devs listen, right? So now that we have this one coming in, right, I also want to talk about some of you for quitting, right? Because I know some of my friends have already quit the game, and that's largely because of the quality of life. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Notably, right, there are several quality of lives that I'm expecting us to get, and I hope we get it soon. The most important one, the number one requested one, is going to be our autoplay, because autoplay is just such a huge boost to our enjoyment of the game because we can skip the most horrendous part of the game, which is parent farming. Parent farming currently is completely horrendous. Later on in JP, we will get many different events to give us different ways to buff our parents, many different ways to go and grind our parents or reroll our parents and whatnot. Right, so right now, parent farming is probably the most horrendous part of the entire game, and it does get better, I can assure you of that. Alright, we'll get stuff like guaranteed stars, so you can put actual stars into the different pinks and blues, and you can legit choose which one you want to put. So it's very strong. I think it was like Agnes Tachyon is doing some weird experiments, and then she makes your horse eat one more star, and so she gets +1 star, right? So that's something that happens later on. And then later on we also get rerolling and autoplay. Autoplay, you can set parameters, thresholds that you want to hit, skills that you are hunting for, and combination of all of those allows you to just basically let the game play it for you. You look at the final result after 15 minutes, and if you don't like it, you just go and re-roll it one time, or else you just dump the horse. And if you want to go another run, just go another run, autoplay it again. So it makes your parent farming much easier because all you need to do is just look, see, don't like, throw, repeat until happy, keep horse, done. Parent farming completed, right? So that is one of the very good things that JP has later on, right? So really damn good. Okay, I'm hoping sincerely for the autoplay because that is probably the one that will alleviate the most pressure from a lot of players, right? Other stuff that I also really want is spinning the damn wheel. If you know what I'm talking about, you know, right? If you go to events and you have those 10 coins to go and roll that wheel, in JP, I can roll that 10 times for 100 coins. In global, I have to click that thing 10 times because I can only pay 10, which really sucks. Really sucks. In addition, our daily race, you have to click each one time. In JP, I can click one button and it sweeps the whole thing. In fact, in JP right now, they actually updated it. So now you can click one button and every single daily is done in one click. So that is something that I really hope to see in global, because that is going to be such a major boon to the game. It will make this game not a 2010 game anymore, right? 2010, I'm manual clicking everything. Arknights, we don't even have a sweep ticket in Arknights yet, right? So yeah, it's basically that level of gameplay. I'm hoping we get ourselves to a modernized level of gacha gaming where I can skip shit, because I do want to play the actual like shit part of the game. I want to just play the actual fun part of the game, right? So yeah, that's something I really hope to look for. For when that is going to happen, I have a few predictions already, right? The first prediction is that they will do it at half any. That's the first prediction, right? When Swimsuit Marzensky is going to be coming out here, maybe they could implement the quality of life here, because people will come back for swimsuit character, right? People see swimsuit, people like, ooh, swimsuit Maru, okay, I'm going to come back in because they added quality of life and I got swimsuit Maru chance, so people will come back here. So that's the first option here. In addition, the banner here is also really good because you can get Rice Shower or you can get Nice Nature depending on what you're aiming for. Either this one for your late surger spam or this one for your actual really good generalized card. You, by the way, you really want to pull this banner. Really want to pull this banner, right? If you have to sacrifice this one for this one, you should sacrifice. But if you are a late surger player, you probably have to get this for more gambling purposes, right? So anyway, yeah, this is the one part that I predict will come. Another part that they could do it, not really an anniversary, so I doubt they will actually do this one. This is the lowest chance, is Kita-san Black Banner. Next year, right? Technically it's a year, right? So January 10 this will come out. They could do some sort of New Year's thing where they just say like, oh, Kita-san Black El Condor Pasa banner, and then quality of life has been added here. So you can just come back at this point in time, you reroll, now you are Kita-san reroller, you have Kita-san, you can play the game already, right? Don't be like me, no Kita-san, 2LB, GG, can't even use Kita-san, right? So this is another place that you could enter. And then the last one here is going to be the actual yearly anniversary, which is on February 22nd, because our schedule is currently accelerated, right? So this point here, right, I can almost assure you, right, that every single anniversary, they always do some sort of big change. They will do a mechanics change, they will do maybe a new scenario or something like that, or announce some very interesting stuff, announce some really OP horses, stuff like that will happen in this year stuff. And they will also give out a lot of freebies. So this will be a very good time to attract more players to come back. So this will be another very good entry point, another good time for them to enter, but I sincerely hope that is not here, because I have to wait for February 23rd to get my quality of life, and I would rather get it over here or over here at the earliest, right? So if you do want to come back to Uma Musume after you have quit the game or waiting for the quality of life, those will be your entry points already, right? For us, we just have to pray that maybe this anniversary half any here, they will already implement the quality of life, because I really do not want to click 10 times. I don't want to grind groundwork manually for 10 times or so, right? This is not really fun at all, right? So yeah, that is going to be the expectations for myself. I put some expectations for myself. I don't expect you guys to follow them, right? I hope that they do it here or there or there. But if they don't do it anywhere, then I'm going to suffer for a while, and so be it, you know. I just suffer for a while. But I do know that they are working on the autoplay. They did mention that they are working on the autoplay already. So we might get it earlier, we might get it at the anniversary so that they can try and attract more people to come back to the game. I don't know how they're going to play it, but I sincerely hope they do it earlier so they can just add another wombo combo to the last one, right? Like for example, you add autoplay here. Wow, amazing. Now people may come back because it's the swimsuit plus autoplay, and then later on, at the anniversary, they add some sort of like battle pass or selector, because in JP, right, there are battle passes, and the battle passes do let you select cards from the past. So that will be a very good comeback like banner for them to go and do, right? A mechanic to go and do, or they can add all the crazy packages there in JP, because in JP, right, there's a ton of packages that let you like select cards from the back. But I don't know how they're gonna play it. I do not even know if you will get some sort of global equivalent to Paka Live. Paka Live is where a bunch of voice actors come and then they do some games, and after that they announce all the big shit, right? So I hope that they do that also, because I don't think it's a good idea to upgrade the rewards and not tell everyone about why you are upgrading the rewards and whatnot, right? So there's a lot of stuff here that I feel like they could be doing better. Okay, alright, so that is pretty much all I have, Right? All of the rewards have been increased. I think it's a great first step. I sincerely hope to see some quality of life come in at the half annie. I really hope I don't have to wait all the way until the next year for me to get all of my quality of life stuff, because clicking this shit manually is just not it. If you want to support the channel, you can comment down below. If there's a lot of questions, I will go and pick the most asked one and maybe make a video about it in the future. For the Twitch channel, you can come and watch me stream, ask me questions also. I will accept any questions on the Twitch channel because it's just, interaction. Streams on Saturdays around 6 p.m. GMT 8, or weekdays is occasional if I'm free, but I'm not usually free because I have a job in real life. Then link to the Ko-fi here for direct messages. I do not accept any Discord direct messages unless you go through the Ko-fi, because I receive a billion DMs and I do not want to answer a billion DMs every single day. Alright, I know you have a lot of questions, but I think the Discord server people will answer them no problem. For the Ko-fi over here, these are only for questions that you desperately need to ask me, okay? I put a paywall on myself because I just don't have the time. I have a job, I have to do streaming, I have to do Musume. Alright, I have a ton of shit to do. Okay, so anyway, that's pretty much all I have for you guys here. Thanks for watching, and also comment down below what you think about these rewards over here. Alright, that's pretty much it. Thanks guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.